I kind of feel bad for her.
What?
Yeah. No?
No, absolutely not.
Well, let's get into it. Hey everyone, welcome to Born Brazen. We're your hosts, Holly and Jules. And on this podcast, we break down the documentaries everyone's talking about and give you our unfiltered opinions.
Today, we're going to dive into the current episode that is out on maternal instinct. Little hour and a half little documentary on the life of a girl named Taylor and all the craziness that is maternal instinct.
Yep. So maternal instinct is a roller coaster in its own. I actually thought that Stolen Baby was in like re show about it. I can't think of the word, but it's not. There's actually another episode out there that is about somebody who actually stole a baby. So insane. Anyways, so it starts off with Taylor getting pulled over by the cops, and she has a baby in her lap with an umbilical cord attached, and she's freaking out and saying, like, I had a baby, I need to go to the hospital. My first thought was, after you're pregnant and you have a baby, you still have a belly.
Yes.
Like, it doesn't just go away. I don't care if you have a C-section. I don't care if you have it naturally. You still have a belly.
Yeah.
Because I remember having a baby going, this is supposed to go away.
Mm-hmm. No. My brain went elsewhere, though. They showed clips of them helping her onto a stretcher. And I did see the, like, okay, there's no baby bump. But my first instinct was, I'm sorry. This bitch just had a baby in a car on the side of the highway? Mm-mm.
And there's no blood?
There should have been blood everywhere. Like, there was nothing in there that led me to believe that she had taken her pants off, had a baby, put her pants back on. Well, excuse me, cleaned herself up first and then put her pants back on. Like, it doesn't work like that. Like, I've seen some videos where, like, those not funny, but like 911 calls, like, holy crap, like, she's legit having a baby on the side of the road. And, like, to the point where as it's all happening, like, in that moment, the lady's pants are, like, at her knees.
Yeah.
Not, like, off so just the look of her in that moment, I'm like, she didn't just have a baby?
Yeah.
There's no way
and
she just had a
also,
baby.
you can't cut your own umbilical cord like that. How'd she cut the umbilical cord?
Yeah.
And so the town that this starts in, where this is happening, is New Boston, which is a very small town in Texas. Population of like 4,500. So how did all this lies and manipulation, we'll kind of go into that, the lies and manipulation and all that, how did you not think this wasn't going to get around?
Yeah. You hear her and her friends make comments about how she was with her circle and, like, how, she kind of left a circle, but, like, kept them at arm's length. Like, because that's where my brain was this whole time. Like, as you learn things, you're like, wait, what? Because I don't have an oath that I'm set to withhold. So she's lucky that I wasn't one of her friends, because I would have been doing all the things, or acquaintance. I mean, I would have been doing all the things, like replying to her posts on social media and being like, I knew you 8 months ago when you had a hysterectomy. How are you pregnant? I would have been questioning it on purpose.
Oh, yeah.
Now, maybe in my own way, I would have been like, maybe went about it nicely and not come out completely like bitch mode, like, what are you doing? But I would have, worded a reply on something publicly on purpose to be like, wait, I thought, like, I remembered, you having surgery before, and, did something not happen with that? Or, I mean, I would have, but I definitely would have said something.
Yeah. And so and red flags, obviously, when she went to the hospital and would not let anybody examine her.
Mm-hmm. That was the biggest one right there.
Because why? Because she had a fucking hysterectomy.
Uh-huh.
There's nothing, had one. There's nothing left in there to have a baby.
Nope.
Well, you could have a, was it atopic?
Yeah. If you still have tubes and that
Yeah.
type of thing, but no viable baby can
Correct.
come out of, there's no womb in the inn.
No.
As we say.
Yeah. Yeah. And her friends even said something about her having multiple personalities. Like, it was depending on the day as to when they were, what person they were going to get.
Mm-hmm.
Which, if we round back, to me, that sounds like a mental illness.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because it stemmed from years prior, like the stories that they were telling of, this happened and she had cancer and this, like, she's had that ability to not care and make stuff up her whole life, essentially.
Yeah. And we never got to speak, like, really, in our next episode, when you come back for part 2, we'll talk more about the mom, but it didn't really ever come up about the mom or the dad.
Yeah. It was basically she blamed everything on the mom.
Correct.
Anytime there was fights between anybody, or, let's kind of start at the beginning with, it shows you she's trying to pawn off this baby, but then the program itself goes further back and you kind of start like, let's get to know Taylor. So let's discuss all these random things that, like, she had done in this little bit of time frame, like, because it's just baffling to me. She not only was the baby a lie, at the same time there was millions of dollars that she was supposed to be inheriting.
Correct. From her family that owned the oil rig.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, she was like a owner of an oil rig.
Yeah, I think the bottom line was that, like, basically what she was trying to say was that her grandparents were oil tycoons and had this, all the stuff and
if you're
money to come from it.
If you're in the oil rigs, you make bank.
Mm-hmm.
Bank.
Oh yeah.
So,
I lived in Texas for a little bit, and that is huge out there.
Yeah.
Huge.
That's a liable thing. Like, possibly she could be in it.
Yeah.
But lie to the point of going trying to buy property, $4 million property that she couldn't afford.
Yeah, it baffles me how all that went down, because you and I both know, we both just went through this. We just sold homes, bought new homes, building new homes, but the audacity of someone to go to a $4 million or $2 million property and be like, I'm going to put an offer in on that, and then drag it all out for weeks and months of, like, getting proof that the funds exist. Like, when you're
fake names, fake uncle, what was it? Uncle Butch?
Yes. I guess I just don't understand her head during all of this, because it's clearly not going to happen. Like, the money is not going to come. So what is the point of wasting all these people's time? Because my biggest thing when I first started watching the episode or the movie, I'm like, you met this wonderful man,
Wade.
And
such a nice, like, down home country guy.
Oh yeah. Just wanted, and all the things that she was doing at the beginning were wonderful. And they could have potentially had an excellent relationship
without all the lies,
without any bit of the lies.
Right.
She could have had a normal job. He had a job. She still could have done all the things that she loved to do, that she made it out to do in this show. Like, because he was, poor Wade is sitting there talking like, she would make sure I had dinner every night, and she would do this and do that. And
she sounded like a really good housewife.
Stick to the things that you're good at and roll with those, because they could have had and grown into a fabulous relationship, I feel like. Yep. without any of this other garbage coming up.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, that's where it lies, I guess, the mental illness. She could not shake that. She like thrived on all these things she was making up. But then you have to go through the effort of, oh, well, it's not happening. And then you have to lie about why it's not happening because you're not telling the truth that the money doesn't exist.
Yeah.
You know, then at that point you have to, you know, cars get repoed,
right.
contracts get canceled.
Which I'm insanely surprised that she was even able to get a car.
Yes.
Brand new. What was it? Brand new.
Denali,
I think it was. Brand new. How she even got off the lot with it, because they have to verify your income.
Yeah. Not
you
only
don't
the
have
truck,
income.
but there was side-by-sides and tractors she was buying and bringing home to the farm.
How do you even get to the point of repossession? You have to verify funds.
Yes.
I've bought a car or two.
Yes.
You have to verify funds.
Yes. And you don't get to just leave the property with the car and then be like, well, we'll figure out financing later.
Yeah.
Like they want proof of something if you're going to leave the lot with it.
Right. And I feel, so this is why I feel bad for her when Julie was like, yeah, no. I feel like, and because we never really get into her past history, we never get into her true childhood, it also almost seems like, again, not validating anything she's done whatsoever, but it kind of feels like she didn't have that maybe reassurance, and she was grasping so hard for that attention and for somebody to love her and shower them with gifts. And like you said, to a point where she could have just done what she was doing and had a really happy life. In her head, it was like, it was never good enough.
Yeah.
And so that's where I'm like, I kind of feel bad for her in a sense. But from your point of view, you're like, yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
No, because on top of all of because, you know, we kind of learn as we go through this that the pregnancy with Wade was obviously later. So she started this relationship right in with the lies, with the money and all that. So I feel terrible for, I believe, Wade's mother?
Yes.
The other vehicle that she purchased for her. And then that poor lady getting the car repoed.
Which was huge for her. Like when she got it, she's like, oh my God. Because again, like, not saying anything's wrong with this, but these are like, as we say, country bumpkins. Like they work hard for a living.
Yeah.
They don't have a lot, but they have enough.
Yeah. And you did not need to get this poor lady involved in your bullshit.
Correct.
At all.
But I think that was a part of it. Let me get them to love me. And so when I bring this fiasco of a thing, like it'll be more believable.
Yeah.
Because she also had a son and a daughter.
And that's what I was about to get to. That's the other thing that royally pissed me off, is that her own friend, acquaintance from her old circle was like, you have 2 kids already that you don't take care of.
Right. Because she had the boy like once in a blue moon. Like he rarely saw, Wade rarely saw him and never saw the daughter.
Yeah. So it's like, what a slap in the face to your existing children to go through all of the original lies, then to then decide, well, Wade's kind of over my shit and I think he's going to leave me. So they make up something else for him to stay. Like,
right.
But slap in the face to the children that you already have.
Oh, 100%.
That you clearly don't act like you care about them, but then let's fake another one, you know?
Yeah. And another thing is all of this relationship stuff happened so quick.
Yeah.
Like they were like only a couple months together. And like she started all of this and Wade even
I got money coming, buying this, buying that.
Yeah. And Wade even was like, this is starting a really quick. Yeah.
And her deciding to sell everything she owned and move in with Wade.
Yeah.
Which was also, so that's where what I was getting to earlier, making the comment about like her mom and stuff, because she needed like a reason for these things to be happening and like, you know, to cover up her lies. So then she had to toss her own mother under the bus and say that her mom was the one making all of it up and doing all these things. And it's like, how long did it take for the other family member or the family friend to be like, let me reach out to her mom and ask these questions? Right. because then she had to go to the family with like her answers, and like people had to decide, well, who do I believe?
Yeah.
Like, you know, she could have told the family friend whatever she wanted us to know or to, you know, to hear.
Yeah.
Same as Taylor making it up about her mom. Like, but you'd think you take the truth out of the mom, but she lied so much.
I mean, even to
No one knew what to believe.
well, even to the point where she went to the chiropractor. I think I'm pregnant.
Oh, do you see me glowing?
Do you see me? My aura has changed.
Uh-huh.
Do you see me glowing? And he's like, oh, like,
Take a test.
take it. What are you asking me for? I'm a chiropractor. I just crack your back. You know, like it was wild. And then again, this is a small town of 4,500 people. The doctors that she had the hysterectomy with at 21
knew all of this.
Knew
like she was faking it.
They're seeing this and they're like, yeah, she had a hysterectomy, but because of HIPAA like laws, they couldn't say anything. So when
during that part, I'm like screaming at my TV, like that's why I'm saying, like, if I wasn't withheld by HIPAA, which I'm not anymore. I'm like, this is, someone shout this out before it gets too far, because you even knew towards the end, they were even like, well, what is she going to do? Because she can't fake losing the baby now. Like, why did it go the full 9 months without one of those people that knew blowing the whistle?
Right.
Because there was too many people involved. That irritated me a lot, that somebody could have stepped up and said something and kept a lot of heartache from happening.
For sure.
And that's why, like, I do not at all feel sorry for her, because she killed someone, killed another person, like put that family through shit. Like,
well, it's like we said before,
awful.
In these situations, nobody is unscathed.
I mean, even the doctor knew and said, I suspect she's going to do something, and put the hospital and the doctor's office on high alert that she might come in and steal a baby. So when it gets to that point, there needs to be a law. They should have been able to have outed her. Well, to avoid a poor innocent lady and baby dying. Mm-hmm. They should have been able to have outed her by some law.
Right.
Like, something is about to happen. I need to raise my hand and go to that family and say, she cannot physically have a baby. You need to, and like, just bring the truth to light, because to me, that's ridiculous. Like, there needs to be a law enacted to kind of figure out a way to cut off that HIPAA.
I think, it's code pink in the hospital. It's code pink about like
possible like baby abduction.
Possible baby abduction. But that doesn't, I mean, she didn't abduct a baby. I mean, she did, but not in the hospital.
Correct. So having that, like, and him on his toes is cool. And like, I'm proud of him for recognizing, like, she could do something.
Right.
But that wasn't enough. Like, the right people needed to be told, she cannot have a baby physically. Like, this isn't right. Mm-hmm. Like, she needs help.
But also, it's kind of the same with Freddie. In cults, you can't arrest the could be.
Well, but they didn't need to arrest her, but there needed to be like a public, she is not like, Wade, lift her shirt and grab the belly off. Like, it's not real.
Yeah.
Like, something needed to happen for her to cut her shit out. Like, knock the shit off. You're not you're not having a baby.
Yeah. And speaking of illegal, she faked there is a company that you can go to get a fake ultrasound. That should be illegal.
Yeah.
That, I'm sorry, like dark web, whatever, but it doesn't look like it was dark web. It looked like it was very easily accessible. That should be illegal. Sorry about it. Like, if you disagree, please let us know. But my opinion, that should be illegal.
Yeah.
So,
And you have no reason for, on that same token, the fake belly bumps. Because I have a hard time with and that's been a big discussion online about Wade and going to bed with her. You know, you didn't touch her. He's like, well, we didn't have sex. We didn't do this. We didn't do that. But if you're second guessing, when you have those thoughts in your head, like in your Wade, you don't just sit on your hands.
no.
She's living with you. You have every right to sit her down. You know, it's no different than like you have somebody living with you who's an alcoholic,
Yeah.
and you decide we're going to have an intervention.
Cut the shit.
You sit her down and you say, I'm hearing this from here. I'm hearing this from there. I've never been to a thing. You won't let me see you naked. Like right here and right now, let me see your belly. And we're going to get to the bottom of this right now. Like, you don't just sit back and I get it. You know, he's busy. He was busy at work. They made it out. You know, he would work all day, come home, have to do more stuff at home. And I get that. And that you're that type of lifestyle where you're immediately like, you're finally done. You cram some food in your face and then you're going to bed.
Yeah. We've all been there.
Absolutely. But in this scenario, no, you don't just sit back and let her just do whatever she wants, do all these things, and then expect, you know, especially right there at the end when more info was coming out, like when the family friend talked to the mom and was like, she can't have a baby. Like, you got to sit down with that person that you think care about each other. Like, no, you need to have that conversation, those tough conversations, and get to the bottom of it. It's just not right.
And Wade's mom was very suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
And the friends were suspicious. Like everybody was like, this isn't right. Even to the point where she called the doctor's office.
Yep. Because I wrote that down because I loved her answer.
She called the doctor's office and said the situation. And she's like, the nurse was like, so due to HIPAA violations, I cannot disclose patient information.
But trust your instincts.
Trust your gut. You're on the right path, which would have told me everything.
Yep. That would have been all I needed to know. And from that point on, I would have not been able to rest. Correct. I mean, maybe I'm just that type of person, like, because I watch stuff like this and like those things cross my mind.
Right.
But in that situation, I would have not sat down idly, just let it all play out. Like,
no,
I wouldn't want to risk that playing out.
Yeah.
This was a totally different scenario that you just don't risk that playing out, because that's exactly what Wade said. Like, well, I guess her family was right. Like, bruh, she killed somebody, dude. Like, this ain't a joke.
Yeah. But poor guy. I mean, I don't think it's tough. You meet this person that you're like, wow, they're so good to me. Mm-hmm. You don't want to believe it.
Yeah. But he also did admit that he never once told her he loved her.
That's true. That is so true. But
so all the more reason, like, you got this girl living with you and you think you have a baby coming into the world, which she claimed he was excited about it. But some people were like, I don't know that he was ever really like gung-ho about it. But you don't just let this one, like, no, I'm sorry. I need to know. I need proof that you're actually pregnant.
Yeah. And the gender reveal. Absolutely nuts. The gender reveal. Her dad was there at the gender reveal.
Okay.
Her dad was there. I remember that. Her dad was there for the gender reveal, which also begs the question, why didn't he say something?
Yeah. Did
he not know? Which is also kind of weird. Why would you not? I mean, I guess you wouldn't know as a dad. I would think you would know. But
especially with how it went down, because there was something going on with her and she went in the hospital and it turned into like, we need to just do the hysterectomy. So it's like you had it wasn't like all of a sudden thing.
Yeah.
And you went in and had it done and like could keep that a secret from everyone else. Like there was other things happening at the same time. and it rolled into that. So it's like, did you not have at that point in time, like, who was your support at that time? Were you not going to your parents, like your mom, or like maybe the parents, I don't know, maybe she didn't speak to her dad. I don't know, but super weird, super awkward. And it happened after having her last child. So I wouldn't be surprised if, like, like I say stuff to my kids, like, my little one could make a comment about something, and I will be the first one to be like, oh no, we're not having any more babies, or I can't have any more babies. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just even honestly surprised that, like, a innocent child, like one of her existing children, didn't hear about it.
Yeah.
And then make a comment like, well, I thought my mommy said one time that my mommy can't have any more babies. Like, the mouths of babes, they say whatever they're thinking. They don't think twice about it. Like,
Right.
And neither of the children, like, came out and made a comment.
And so I just looked it up. I questioned, because she was always sick. They said she was always sick.
Mm-hmm.
So I questioned Munchausen, which everybody knows what that is.
Yeah.
But there's also a condition called...
It was to herself. Well,
there's also a condition called... Well, that's...
Like, not making someone else sick.
Well, that's Munchausen by proxy.
Yeah.
But there's also Munchausen syndrome. But there's also something called health anxiety. And it's an excessive ongoing fear of having or developing a serious illness. I'm curious as to if that's something that she had but was never diagnosed.
Oh, she had something going on up there, for sure.
She had a lot going on. So just something I think maybe to ponder on. What do you guys think? Health anxiety or Munchausen?
Yeah, I think it was, my opinion, I think it was more, she just always had to have something going on because she wanted the sympathy and she wanted the attention.
Yeah.
She wanted the attention that it brought her, because even throughout the pregnancy, it was the same, she had no fear of posting her bumps pictures. Mm-hmm. And it's like,
and also
at any moment, somebody could have outed her.
Tracked other pregnancies, Mackenzie's pregnancy, to see the progress.
And how she was with her friend when her friend was pregnant. Like, that was creepy in itself.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So she just really wanted the attention, I feel like, because it didn't matter what the attention was for. Something healthy and like cool, like a pregnancy was good enough. And so was her being sick.
Right.
So it didn't matter if it was a bad thing or a good thing. She just wanted the attention.
She just wanted the thing. Mm-hmm. So we're going to end this episode with Wade and Taylor both started getting emails of some pretty hateful things. So, from who? We're going to leave you hanging until next episode. So, until then, make sure you don't miss episode 2, because we're going to dive into the juicy part of this where people start figuring out her shit, her crazy. And it all just, the sadness and everything comes into play, and how she really drew this out.
Yeah.
To the very end.
Mm-hmm.
Very end. So make sure you subscribe and you like and you turn on your notifications so you don't miss episode 2, because it's going to be a good one. And until then, stay positive and stay brazen.
Hey, Holly.
Yes.
Did you know that when you die, the last thing to go and is your eyes? Like your eyes?
No, I didn't know that.
Do you know why?
Why?
Because they dilate.
That is an optometrist joke right there. A little dark. That's hilarious. They dilate.
You're welcome.
But